Shalom, shalom. I wanted to come on here again. I should have shared it in my last video that I just posted, but Shabbat shalom, Shabbos shalom. Today is the day that Father chose to rest from everything and rest in Him. Praise Yah. I wanted to share something. I was talking to a brother a couple of days ago, and we were talking about wise as a serpent and as gentle as a dove. And as we were talking about it, I got a download. And so it's this. Let me just share it. When our Mashiach stood before the Pharisees, Sadducees, and the Sadducees, he looked at them and he called them what? Not only did he call them brood of adders, but he also was so bold to call them out and say whose children they are and who they served, which was the devil, Hashatan, Lucifer. And we know that in the immersion of our Mashiach, Yahushua HaMashiach, Yohanan ben Zechariah, commonly known as John the Baptist, he's not a Baptist, but that's a whole nother for in itself. We know that he saw what appeared to be the Ruach, or a dove, or the Spirit descending like a dove upon our Messiah. So if we are to be as wise as serpents, and with what's coming, we are going to be in the wilderness being wise like the serpent. You don't go into battle without knowing who your opponent is, right? Who your enemy is. You must observe them, watch them, understand them, gain the knowledge of why they do what they do, and go from there, right? You don't win a war without knowing that. No one goes into a war, no king, no good malach, no good king goes into a war fighting without knowing who his enemy is, right? To be as wise as the serpents. Not to bend the knee to them, not to do as they say, because if you do, that's giving a bit of your nefesh, a bit of your soul away each time, right? And we aren't to bend the knee. We aren't. Even if it's a blade to our body, we are not. As heavy as that sounds, we are not to give away our nefesh to anyone. It is sacred. It is Father's. And even when the world is in its crazy hype and it's about to get nuts, like turned up a lot, we're about to see who the true Kodashim are. You know, everybody wants to be a part of the 144. But what they don't realize, what comes with the 144 is not only fighting the battle, but dying in the end. And when they finally see that that is part of the deal, people are like, they want to fight it and say, no, 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 but that is the truth. It's the truth. And to be wise as a serpent. Okay. So we're going to learn our enemy, which we have been over the past 7 years, loud and clear. So much clearer, so much louder, so much more in your face. Like you can see the cabal, you can see the Zionism, you can see all of that in your face. In your face. We learned who they are, what they're doing, why they're doing it. Now we are going to be wise like that by knowing we know what to do from there. And to be innocent as a dove is to be like our Mashiach, to be in the Ruach of Elohim, to walk in Him, to uphold and esteem Father. He sent his Ben, his Son, to show us the way, first to the Yahudi and then to the Gentiles. And there is no such thing as Yahudi or Gentile anymore. We are all Yehudi in Mashiach. So that breaks the argument of that, right? Like, there's an argument in certain sects, and we need to just stop arguing. It's exhausting. It really is. And our Messiah is not the Father. That's another argument that people want to just. And I pray that Father can show you that there is a clear difference, that He sent His Son. He sent His Bene. He sent His Son. He didn't send Himself. He sent His Son to stand like Him, to be like Him, to esteem His name. He sent His Son. Father can't be in this mess. He's Ruach. He's Spirit. His Ruach filled the Son, filled Yahushua, just like the Ruach of Father fills us, His breath. We say His name, Yah, 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 like literally. So I just wanted to share that little piece because I feel like it was cryptic. Our Mashiach was telling us something, to be wise as a serpent, to study them and to know what they're doing and to understand how to do it, to understand what we should be doing every step of the way, and to be innocent as doves. We're not going to kill. We're not going to have other innocent people killed. We're going to be innocent. We're going to walk in the commandments of the Most High. The wise servants, the wise virgins had their lamps, and it was extra oil in there. They had the testimony and the commandments. They had Father and the testimony of the Son. They also had that relationship. And if we're being led by people, and only by people, and we just have a relationship with the book, faith without works is dead, right? You need more than just a relationship with the book. You need a relationship with the Father. It's a personal relationship, and it's a real thing. He calls you by name. Many are called, but very few are chosen. And it's a heavy walk. So, I love you. I'm going to cut it off right here. I just wanted to share that. It's a very powerful little download right there with what's coming. We ought to understand, what did he mean by be wise as a serpent? Well, serpents slither in the sand and on the ground, and they hide, sure, but they know their enemy. And the serpent is the Pharisees, Sadducees that he was speaking to. And Yahushua didn't speak back, didn't utter a single wisdom, did not tell them anything that was about to occur, because he did not want Hashatan to learn what was coming. Hashatan knew what was truly standing before them. None of this would have happened. The stake would not have happened. None of it would have happened. So, let's be wise as serpents, but innocent as Yahushua, as the dove. And those who get it will get it. Shalom, shalom.